How's it going, everyone? Dustin and Zinger here with Cassidy's Adventures. Today we're going to be talking about the SetPower PT35, the SetPower 216 watt-hour power station. I'm going to give you our initial thoughts after a couple of pretty hard uses with it, and go over the specs and details, and we'll find out at the end if it is Zinger approved. Enjoy.
Cassidy's Adventures. Don't worry, we're not lost. Just enjoying the outdoors. An adventure to the cross. Camping by the lake, camping by the creek. It's Cassidy's Adventures. Just my old dog and me.
Full disclosure, SetPower did send me this unit, the cover, the fridge, and the power station to go along with it to do a video on, but they did not pay me to say nice things about it. This is just a complete, honest review and details on it. What do you think, Zinger? Is he Zinger approved? Is he Zinger approved? Let's get you down. Oh, shoot. Alright, so as I was saying, we have the SetPower PT35 and the SetPower 216 watt-hour power station. I guess first we can go over some specs. This is a SetPower PT35. It is a 37-quart fridge freezer. It is supposed to be able to be set from 0 degrees Fahrenheit to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. It runs on 12-volt cigarette lighter power or 110 adapter. We have that here. It weighs approximately 38 pounds, so it's not terribly heavy. When I'm not using it, when I'm using it in the truck here, it's usually set up on this platform I have built here, and I usually have it plugged into my Timgo 300 amp hour battery. As for sizing goes, it is approximately 17 inches with the cover. From outside of handle to outside of handle, approximately 27 inches, and it is approximately 17.5 inches tall with the cover, because this does have SetPower's insulated cover on it. As you can see, it has the reflective cover in there. The lids to this Velcro down nicely. And it is lighted. It is the silver color with the SetPower letters, and it is a black plastic on the bottom. I'll see if I can find a picture to put right here of what it looks like without the cover. I did not take one before I put the cover on. That is my bad. And here we have the controls. You have your battery protection here, where the thing will quit drawing power. If you have it on low, middle, or high, it'll quit drawing power at like 10 volts or 12 volts or what have you. That's how you set that. And that's your on and off switch. And this is your compressor. You have it cool off faster, or you have the economy mode basically. And there's your temperature settings. You can turn one side off if you want. Thought that was kind of neat. This is where it breathes here, and there is also another spot it breathes on the back side. This is where your power plugs in. Here is what I use as the freezer side. You see it has a light. It has your troubleshooting information and your food types you can put in there, or you can put in there your food types and what temperature it says recommends to set everything at. And this is the side I use for the fridge. As you can see, it's got some stuff in it still and a little dirty. I say stuff, it's got a little trash in there. As for these compartments, let's tell you how big these are. You can see that is approximately 13 inches deep, approximately 11.5 by approximately 10.5 on that one. And on what I call the freezer side, 11.5 that way, approximately 7.5, and approximately 6 1/2 deep on the freezer side. Again, that is supposed to be a 37 quart. What do you think, Zinger? What do you think? Got a storage pouch here. I assume you could put little stuff in there. I never did use that, but you could put your alternate power source in there perhaps, or maybe the owner's manual, because it does come with the owner's manual. I have used this thing on a couple of pretty good trips now, pretty long trips. Zinger is just getting after it. As I was saying, I've used this thing on a couple of pretty long trips now. I had it in this truck when I went to Overland the Red. That was Wednesday through Sunday, so 5 days roughly. That was roughly 5 days, maybe 6, because I don't think I emptied it out till the following Monday. And I had it running off the 300 amp hour battery for all of that, and it done well. It kept the temperatures all down like they're supposed to be. And I took it on some rough trails. This truck does not ride good. This thing got beat to smithereens in the back of this truck doing all those trail rides over there. I'll put up just a short clip of some of the roughness right here. As you can see, that was just a small sample of what I done with my truck with this in the back of this strapped in, and it never missed a beat. It was always on. The compressor, as far as noise goes, at night with it inside this camper shell, you can definitely hear it kicking on and kicking off, but it was nothing unbearable. Yeah, you know, but you can hear it, so keep that in consideration if you're going to have it inside your sleeping quarters with you like I do in this setup. And then we took it on our trip to the Upper Peninsula. We had it in the back of the Nissan and used this power station. And up there, same thing. Like, you know, the roads are obviously rough getting up there, but we done a little bit of off-roading up there going out to High Rock Bay. And the roads getting to High Rock Bay, the way we went out there, rough, man, rough. And this thing, it done good. It's got a 3-year compressor warranty and a 1-year complete unit warranty. That seems pretty good, especially on the compressor. This thing got beat up and it still sounds just like it did when I got it. It's just pretty good. I think it's treating us well so far. Not too bad. Again, that's the SetPower PT35. Okay, and now let's talk about the SetPower. I believe it is PG216 or PT216. I'll have to look up the number to it again. I forget. I'll put it up here. But it's a SetPower 216 watt hour power bank. I used this on our trip to Upper Peninsula. It is magnetic. Let me see here. Yeah, that's not real good, but as you can see, it's magnetic. It's stuck to the bottom of my truck there. In our Nissan, what I did was I stuck this to the side of the truck in the bed, and I used the cable to charge this. I plugged it into our 110 outlet in our bed, and basically I had this charging when we was going down the road, and anytime I shut it off, the fridge would run off of this. I had this set up just like this, and then I had this run to the 110 while this was charging going down the road. There were a few times that I forgot to turn my inverter on in the Nissan and didn't charge it for quite a while, but it kept it up and it didn't run this thing down. This thing is supposed to run this fridge for, I believe, 8 hours continuously, believe it or not, is what it says on their website. I will say that it run it every time up there. Now, granted, the temperatures were not warm, but it never did run all the way down up there overnight when we let the truck sit all night. I used it in this truck on our Overland the Red. I had it stuck to the floorboard with our charging cables, charging our phones with it. That's what I used it for at Overland the Red, and it done that quite well. Didn't use very much at all to keep our phones charged. It has this is your input, and then we have the USB-C and the USB-A outputs. Let's see, 5 volt 3 amp, 5 volt 2.4 amp. And what I like about this is a lot of these fridges take just a little over 10 amps to run off of the cigarette lighter, and this actually outputs 13.3, and it does it quite well. It's real nice, and they sell it specifically for these, but they just made sure that the cigarette light port had enough power to run their fridges. So this is a pretty nice unit. As I said, magnetic. You can stick it just about anywhere you want to on metal, and it doesn't weigh that much. 4 pounds, 4 or 5 pounds, something like that. It doesn't weigh much at all, and doesn't have a 110 plug. So I guess that's how they cut their size down, and it still be a 216 watt hour, because it's not very big for 216 watt hour. Pretty nice unit. All right, so there you have it, everyone. That is my initial thoughts and things on the SetPower PT35 with the insulated cover and the power station. Like I said there, after some pretty hard uses, the first couple of uses that we've had with it so far, I plan on using it much more in my truck on my camping adventures. Is it Zinger approved? Raise your paw if it's Zinger approved. Ta-da! I think it is Zinger approved. I recommend it. Right now it's on sale on their website at the time of filming for $266, I think. Use code Cassidy10, get 10% off. They're also having a special where this is only if you buy the fridge. I believe this comes with the fridge for an extra $80. It's originally close to $200 for this particular unit here, so it's a pretty good deal if you buy the package. I can recommend the package for sure myself. It's a pretty good unit. Like I said, it gets the Zinger Approved Stamp. Isn't that right? What do you smell? What do you smell, huh? What do you smell? As I was saying, SetPower PT35, Zinger Approved. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check the product out. Code Cassidy10 again. See you guys on the next adventure to the cross. Goodbye and God bless.